What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? How was y'all's guys' week? The Buck, what's up? First question: how many times did you look about dolphin diving on third deck in Lejeune? How many times I think about it? A lot, a lot. Hang loose, my dude. What's up, man? What's up? Do they pull medical records during security clearances? Not that I know of. They pull your background check, but not that I believe of medical history. Waiting for all the audience to come. Yeah, it takes a little minute. Gotta give people a notification. Yeah, I did think about. Actually, someone actually did do that right before I came to boot camp. Actually, jumped off third deck. Yeah, but man, boot camp was a big time. This is my first time making it to one of your lives. Well, welcome, title. Welcome. Title. However you say it. Hope I said it right. Breaking news: Elon Musk offers to buy the United States Marine Corps. Yeah, right. How you increase your pull-up reps? You do negatives. If you haven't watched my pull-up videos, definitely recommend go watch them. I talk about it, how to increase, and I was like, I think it's how to master Marine Corps pull-ups. I explained in that video how to increase your reps, but push-ups build your back at the same time. Any kind of bicep workout, and also just doing pull-ups. Pull-ups and just helps increase pull-ups. After your advice 2 weeks ago, I did it. I got to 24 pull-ups, and I got the black shirt finally. Hey, yo, congratulations! I'm glad I helped. Well, that's awesome, dude. Having a black shirt is legit. I had the black shirt the whole time I was in the depth just because I was good at pull-ups, but it just makes you look legit for real. Congratulations, man. Sam Stewart, congratulations. What's your favorite part about the military? The people and the times you have. The partying, the traveling, just being around the people. How Indian can join Marine Corps? I actually there was an Indian girl. Well, do you mean like? Yeah, there was an Indian girl. My doc, she was Indian and I mean, they don't have a problem joining as long as you have the citizenship. How long in the fleet before you're not a boot? So you're not classified as a boot until you get your own boots. So that's after deployment and all that stuff by the book. But as long as you're not acting like a boot, you don't really get treated like a boot. So if you know your job, if you're squared away, if you don't have to be babysitted 24/7, then you're not really a boot. That's at least how I looked at it. Did a lot of people cheat on their significant other in infantry? Yes, absolutely. That's just real hardcore facts. Do Japanese people like or hate Marines? Both. So when I was in Japan, they would actually have protests a lot outside the gates of the camp I was at. But the other side, they really like us, so it's a toss-up, 50-50. Does Memphis have some bad ones? Yes, they do. Hi, I've been subscribed for at least a few months. Carl Emily, well, thank you for subscribing, one, and welcome to the live. Should I go to college or the Marines? So I have a video on that as well. A lot of y'all's questions I have a video on, but it just all depends on what you want out of your life at the time. If you're focused more on school and you really want to get school done, go ahead and do it. You're going to have to pay for or get scholarships, and then go to the Marine Corps. Marine Corps is not going anywhere. College is not going anywhere. So it's just what you're ready for at the time, at that moment. Just PCS to Camp Lejeune. Top things to do? Nothing. Absolutely freaking nothing. I'm not even joking. Like, Jacksonville is it's just horrible. Camp Lejeune, in my opinion, is the worst base to get stationed at, just because there's nothing to do. You have to drive to Wilmington, which is an hour away, or Greenville, freaking Raleigh, Charlotte. That's where all the things are to do around that area. But around Camp Lejeune itself is nothing but strip clubs. And the club out there, Hooligans, is a 50-50 toss-up, and Alexander's, the club called Alexander's is pretty good for the most part on Fridays. Have you used your GI Bill yet? No, I'm currently thinking about it though. I really am. I'm thinking about going back to college, or going to college. I never went to college, but going to college. Can you go to college while active duty infantry? It's very, very hard. I've seen one person really do it and complete it. literally out of my 4 years, one person did it, completed it. And you don't have time. Like, you're in the field, you're deploying. Like, it's just really hard to maintain that. So if you find the time, then yeah. But I highly doubt you're gonna be able to get 4 years of school done, or even like 2 years, to be honest. I finally caught you on it live. Well, James Elliott, thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Did being biracial make your experience tougher? Not really. They would crack jokes, you know what I'm saying, but it's not really meant to hurt you. Some of them are, but you just gotta have tough skin. It didn't really bother me though. It's nothing I've never heard before, you know what I'm saying. What is your favorite branch? What is my favorite branch? Marine Corps, I guess, but like, I get if you're saying like what branch if I had to do it all over again, when I go to, definitely Air Force. They get just treated way too good. Carl Emily said, "Did you know any men with the last name Farmer? If so, what are their first names?" No, I didn't. Nate Downs. Oh, okay. I only asked because I heard the girls are built like football players. No, the girls here are not built like football players. It's funny. James Elliott, my MOS is contracted to be logistics. Would I be stationed in Lejeune? No, logistics, you can go anywhere like with pretty much any other MOS. It just all depends on where you're needed in the Marine Corps, just needs in the Marine Corps. So if there's logistics people needed in Lejeune, then you're going to go to Lejeune. If they're needed in California or Hawaii, then you're going to be sent off to there. So it just all depends on the needs of the Marine Corps. When year did you join? I joined in 2017. I have a lymph node under my chin that MEP said I had to get checked out. My doctor gave me a note that said it wouldn't stop my military service. Would the lymph node stop me if it doesn't bother me? No. If it doesn't bother you, then you're good. Did you know Marines who went to acting school after service? Not personally, but if you ever seen, what's it called, Vet TV? All those people were in the military before. You'll see YouTubers or TikTokers that, pursue stuff outside of the Marine Corps. I personally know anybody that pursued acting, but it's very possible that you could. When are you going to drop gaming vids? So, I actually have a whole gaming channel. I just haven't started dropping videos on it yet, just because I'm getting so close to 100,000 on this channel that I really want to focus on it and fulfill my promise that I, promised at the very, very beginning when I first started my channel, that I would give it everything until I got to 100K, that I would give my everything until I got every single video idea out. So, I've just been really grinding on this channel. But yeah, I do have a gaming channel, and as soon as I start dropping videos, don't worry, I'll tell you all about it. Do you miss the gas chamber from the Chicken Shack? Hell yeah, that shit is so fucking fire. Dude, hands down, one of the best chicken sandwiches ever, like, in the world. What was your motive to join the force? Really just from the maturity aspect. I also wanted to go to war. I wanted to experience that. The traveling part and just really getting away from home, to be honest. Born and raised in Cali, what are my chances being stationed here over anywhere else? Like I said, it's all Marine Corps kind of dependent, but usually if you go, I don't want to say that, because it really doesn't really matter where you go to boot camp. It honestly just comes down to the needs of the Marine Corps wherever, like within your MOS. So if there's people lacking in certain areas, then you're going to go to wherever you're needed, basically. If you request leave to get married in infantry, will it most likely get approved, or will I have to keep requesting? Something like that you need to do like weeks, months out. So, and usually for a wedding, they'll let you off work unless there's a big training operation or you're about to deploy. But it's something that you need to put months out or request months out. Okay, ask because my grandma's brother and grandpa were married. Knowing what you know now, would you have still been an infantryman? Probably not. No. I remember you had 30K subs. Now you got 75K in like a month. Yeah, it's growing. The channel's really growing. We're getting closer and closer to 80K, and then from 80 it'll be 90, and from 90 it'll be 100. So we should be at 100K really soon, hopefully. What is the best station? I actually did a video on that. The best duty stations, in my opinion. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But I believe the duty station Hawaii is probably the best. It's a resort, like it's Hawaii. Also Cali. Cali's a really good one too. Well, I should say Camp Jones. There's multiple bases in Cali. So, how long can you run? What do you mean? How long can I run? The farthest I think I've ever ran was 11 miles, or 12, 11 or 12, something like that. And it was horrible. Like I couldn't feel my feet. It was atrocious. James Elliott, anything other than this? Drop a vid on your skin routine. Okay. I really don't do anything, but I got you. Okay, Bob, I'm going to check in. My leg just got back from a soccer game and I hurt my leg. Okay. How long will I hope you feeling better? How to run longer? Um, Running, just you have to run. You have to build endurance that way just by running. Practice running. Honestly, just slowly increase your distance. You don't necessarily have to increase the speed, but definitely the distance if you're trying to run farther distances. How old do you have to be to join? You have to be at least 17. And I think no older than 28, 29, one of those. How often does the infantry go to the gun range? Quite a bit. I would say like not if not every other week, then like probably like every other week you'll get some kind of like range or something in. What MOS should I be? What MOS should I be to be a good asset in a MARSOC team? I would just start off in the infantry and just see if you like the infantry and then work your way up from there. To be honest, how hard was the Crucible for you? Honestly, it wasn't that bad. It kind of sucked because I had little small stress fractures in my hip, so it kind of hurt. But it wasn't just bad. I mean, once you get to the Crucible, you want to get over with boot camp, so you're gonna pass it. Can't really fail it. Is the IST at boot camp even hard? Did you have anyone fail and get kicked out that you know of? No. The IST really, like, the initial one that you do is they're just trying to gauge where you're at. Now, if you completely just shit the bed, like, of course they're not gonna probably let you go on. That's like if you don't try at all. But as long as you're putting in effort, they're not gonna fail you or anything like that. At least that's how it was when I was in. Have you heard anything about Yuma? Are you talking about the base in Oki? I have, if that's what you're talking about. Haven't been on your channel since before boot. Good to see you still helping future Marines. Keep it up. Thank you. Congratulations that you're a Marine now, by the way. Very specific, but it's a tricky situation. I'm underweight, but my also sucks. Cardio also sucks. So how do I go about accomplishing both since running will hurt my weight gain? Just don't do cardio every single day. You know what I'm saying? And just make sure you're eating above your calorie intake or what you're supposed to be intaking. So if you need 2,000 calories a day, then you need to be eating at least 2,500 or somewhere like that. Just make sure you're eating above the needed calorie limit that you need for your weight to gain weight, and just cut back on the cardio. Like, just don't do it every single day. That's my advice. But it's kind of hard to maintain weight if you're doing a lot of cardio as well. So it's a really tricky situation. Are you voluntold to do a lot in the Marines and the military? Yeah, like almost everything you do. Should I train with swim fins for MARSOC? Probably. It's pretty much the same thing as Navy SEALs, to be honest. So, is there football in the Marine Corps? Yes, there is. Is the infantry fun? I want to join the Marine infantry and try for recon. I would say the job itself, like shooting and the people, is fun. Is it always fun though? No, but overall, would I say it's fun? Yeah, because of the travel, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean you're blowing up shit and shooting a gun, so it's pretty fun. What are your options? Oh, so yeah, someone said lift. Yeah, weightlifting also is a form of cardio, so that is another thing to think about. What are your options on on the Iraq War, and do you think it was beneficial for our country? I don't think it should have been Iraq that long, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Do I think it's necessary? I don't think it was absolutely necessary. I think America needs to stay out of some people's business. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to get involved in everybody's stuff. We're not everybody's big brother type thing. But you know what I'm saying? Once American lives are lost, then yeah, absolutely necessary. Like, you got to handle your business. Do infantrymen practice with Beretta only or other models such as Glocks and SIGs? Unless they updated their pistols. Yeah, the only thing I shot, was a Beretta. So yeah, was that the only pistol I shot? Unless you do some kind of like foreign weapons training, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. Unless they update their pistols. I'll be old enough to go to the Marines in 2025. Dang, it seems like a long way from now, but it's not. But the COVID-19 vaccine mandate is kind of throwing me off. Did you have to get it, and can I use a religious exempt? Yes, you can use a religious exempt. Did I have to get it? No, because I got out before they made that rule. So But you can't use a religious excuse or example. Sorry. What workouts would you suggest I do if I leave for boot camp May 16th? It's literally push-ups, pull-ups, crunches, running. Literally all you need for boot camp. You don't need to be lifting weights or anything like that. What's the hardest job in the infantry? Hardest job. I don't really know what I would say the hardest job per se. Like, the most schooling would probably be like an assaultman or something like that, and mortarman. Like, there's a lot of schooling, a lot of things to think about. As far as like who does the most work, probably 11s. Like, they're running around constantly. You know what I'm saying? They're always doing something. So they don't really have any chill time. What's the difference from the Army infantry and the Marine infantry? Just the training itself, the discipline, and the efficiency and conduct, really. That's basically it. What's the difference between MARSOC and the Navy SEALs? Navy SEALs is just like that. You know what I'm saying? Navy SEALs. But I would put MARSOC like right underneath Navy SEALs. Like, they're not like so far behind. You know what I'm saying? They're like really pretty much right there with them. Have you ever been to DC? Yes, I have. Can you conceal carry on a military base? No. I leave for boot camp June 13th. I'm already doing max for plank. I'm already doing 20 plus pull-ups. I'm already doing a 9:52 mile and a half. Do you think I'll be good physically in boot camp? Yeah, you'll be good. You're going to get better once you get to boot camp. How much do you weigh now? I know you've been working out like crazy. Yeah, so when I went to boot camp, 145, left the Marine Corps at like 176, and now I'm pretty much the same weight, 174 pounds. But I shut off a lot of fat, put on a lot of muscle. I've been, trying to get lean and also trying to build at the same time. It's been a lot, and I really started literally beginning of the year. I'm going to show y'all my progress because I'm actually pretty proud of myself. Been going to the gym pretty much every single day, like getting back into my old habits and stuff like that, my old routines, and I feel amazing, honestly. So when I first got out, was not doing too good, to be honest. I'm going to join the Marine Corps in 2026 and go for the infantry. Good luck. Can you deploy right after you finish MOS school? Possibly, yeah. You could. Can we use the bathroom while we're training out in the field? The field is your bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go pee and poop wherever you want. It's the woods. Don't sleep on PJs and CCT. Do you support LGBTQ? Do I support them? I mean, not really. I don't really support them, but I also don't judge. Like, people can do with their lives, but I'm not gonna go out my way to, just fight for them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have anything against them at the same time. I'm not gonna treat them differently. You know what I'm saying? But our viewpoints not to line up. They're still human beings, and they can do what they want with their life. I really don't care. Isn't the USMC adopting a similar infantry style that of the Army? Yes, they are. It's said that in the future the Marine Corps and the Army infantry are just going to merge. It was just rumors, though. Can you start posting some more workout vids? Yeah, I will. I promise once I get these videos done, these Marine Corps videos done, just because, like I said, I really want to fulfill my promise and get out all the military topics, because sure, it does get a little exhausting keep talking about the military stuff, but I did promise at the beginning of my channel that I would share everything that I wish somebody would have shared with me. So I gotta hurry and get these done, and then I can start doing some more content. On a scale from 1 to 10, how hard would you rate Marine boot camp? Just because it's a mental game, that's all it is. Physical part is really not that bad. Boot camp and everything else in the Marine Corps, 80% mental, 20% physical. Would I rate it? Probably like a 5 or 6. Not really that hard, to be honest. It'll be the easiest thing you do in the Marine Corps. Should I join the Space Force? Sure. It's a new, pretty much branch. I mean, pretty cool. One day you might get to go in space. Who knows? Did you enjoy the School of Infantry? Yeah, I did. I had a lot of fun. We didn't really do anything but shoot guns and blow up shit, so it was fun for me. Does MARSOC even wear uniforms? Yeah, they wear they're called frogs. Or they wear like regular, if you look at an operator, basically, like they wear that. Can you show us your challenge coins? They're packed away. I only think I got like 1 or 2. I gave most of mine away to either my junior Marines or just a random Marine. Are they not approving religious exemptions for the COVID vaccine? They should be. I don't know if they've changed that rule, but I don't see them doing that. What base would be your first 3 picks to get stationed if all factors are included, location, cleanliness, etc.? I would go Hawaii, then Camp Pendleton, then probably like Quantico, something like that. Anything fun to do in Jacksonville, North Carolina? I just got stationed at New River. No, strip clubs and crappy clubs for the most part. That's about it. You got to drive a good little distance, at least an hour to the nearest town to get lit. So, how do you wipe your bottom when you're in the field? With toilet paper or baby wipes or paper, like notebook paper. So, bring some toilet paper and wipes. That'll be an upcoming video. So, gotcha. I'm on my pre-deployment leave, and do you do uniform inspections on deployment? Because I'm not trying to carry that shit. So I took I think my chucks on one deployment because I had to, because they threatened to make us wear them. But that's about it. I didn't take none of that shit. I didn't take half the packing list on deployment. Now, my first deployment, I took almost everything. My second deployment, I barely had any gear with me on deployment. Like, I already had been on deployment new. But if this is your first deployment, I just personally would, especially if you're a new guy, just so you don't get, reamed out by your freaking seniors or anything like that. So if it's on the packing list, just bring it. I'm going to Field Artillery 0811. You'll like that. That'll be fun. Did you ever want to do recon? I did, but I realized I didn't want those problems. Did you know anyone in the infantry who was a virgin? Yes, but they lost their virginity before they got out. Name an MOS that I'll be in quick. Infantry is the easiest one to get into. I guess admin or logistics supply, like all those are always accepting people. When can you start growing out your hair? When you get out the Marine Corps. But I also didn't care, so I had my hair grown out. If you sit on like previous videos or posted pictures on Instagram, I really didn't give a fuck. I was growing my hair out, but my hair gets curly, so I would be able to hide it underneath my cover. What is 11 Bravo? It's basically, that's the Army's version of the infantryman. Workout videos to prep for boot camp would be great. That would be interesting. Yeah, I got a couple on my channel already, but I can definitely give you some more and give you some more in-depth stuff. And boot camp, when they ask us for our general orders, do they have to say it word for word? Number 6, number 11, it's too damn long to remember. Yeah, it's gonna be like they're gonna like recruit with your first general order. You're like, sir, this recruit's first general order is to take charge of this post and all government property in view, sir. And so you're gonna have to say it in that way. So prepare yourself. I also have a video on that, how to prepare for boot camp, like mentally and stuff like that. It's in that video. This may be personal, but did you cry when you received your Eagle Globe and Anchor at the end of boot camp? Yes, I did. And I'm telling you, it's a different feeling once you complete that. How could I get physically and mentally ready for the Marine Corps? I just said it. Yeah, I got a video on all these things. I'm telling you, all these questions y'all ask, I promise you I have a video. I don't think most people realize I have like 270, 260 videos out about the Marine Corps or the military in general. So I have a lot of videos. My girlfriend wants to know why Marines always cheat on their woman. I mean, I guess just the ability to, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're thousands of miles away, never going to find out. That's why most people do it. They never think they're going to get caught until they get caught. You know what I'm saying? So, tell us a street fight story you've been in. I haven't really been in too many street fights. So, yeah, what's up, man? What's up? Have you joined the Army's infantry? Would you have joined the Army's infantry? No, I wouldn't have done the infantry at all if I had to do it all over again. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. There be some baddies in the Marines? Yeah, there's baddies in all the branches. Promise you. Is there a likely chance you cheat on your girlfriend in the Corps? I mean, if you're not a cheater, you're not a cheater. Will you be tempted? Yeah, you're gonna be put in situations that it's gonna tempt you. But I mean, you ultimately make that decision to cheat or not. So, tell us about how in infantry you'll be O3XX until they tell you your specific infantry job. So yeah, you'll sign up for the O3XX contract. You'll go to freaking School of Infantry, they call it IMC now, and then from there they'll give you your specific infantry MOS. But IMC is where you learn pretty much every single infantry MOS. But if you're a mortarman, then you're just a mortarman. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you're gonna learn how to do everything in the infantry. Now that's what the Marine Corps is doing. What is the most exciting MOS? In my opinion, will probably be the infantry, just because you get to travel a lot, you get to be around tanks, you get to shoot shit, blow up shit. Fucking, you're just always doing something. Every other thing's pretty much sitting behind a desk almost. Can you play video games while deployed? Yes. Which military branch has the cutest females? I would probably say the Air Force. What do you know about Platinum Gentlemen's Club? I knew it before it was Platinums. I knew it while it was still called Driftwood, and I've been there a couple times. So, are you Trump or Biden? If I had to really pick, if I had to pick between the two, I would definitely pick Trump. Where are you stationed if your MOS is supply? Like I said, anywhere the Marine Corps really needs supply Marines. How long do you think I can stay in the Marine Corps before I get voluntold for recruiting duty? 4 years. So you get 4 years of your original MOS before you have to go do something else for the Marine Corps. So whether that's recruiting, go be a drill instructor, combat instructor, stuff like that. So you got 4 years. Well, not 4. I would say 4 years. Or 5, unless you just re-enlist into your MOS. It's complicated. Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 years, if I recall right. How many push-ups can you do max? I think the most I've ever done was like 200 consecutive. Something like that. What if we get into a bar fight with the locals in the area we're stationed at? LOL. Just don't get arrested. Handle your business and get up out of there. Can I join if I easily get sunburned? I have pretty pale skin. The only burns and doesn't tan at all. I mean, you just gotta wear sunscreen, but yeah, you can still join. Would you bring your PC setup to the base you were stationed at, or would you bring a console? People do it. People do both. People bring a PC or console. It's just whatever you bring into your barracks room, you're gonna have to pack away and send off somewhere or take it to somewhere, and whenever you deploy. That's about it. So I wouldn't just completely pack things into your barracks room just because it's a bitch to take all that stuff out, unpack it, and take it home or send it off or whatever you're gonna do with it. So, but that's a video as well. That's gonna be coming up probably one day. I want to join the Marines, but I can swim at all. I can't swim at all, and I'm scared of heights. You think there's a chance I can be a Marine? Absolutely. People get taught how to swim, and I promise you they'll make you overcome your fear of heights. They're just gonna tell you to go on down the wall, and I promise you you'll be good. I got DB Communications as my MOS. What is it going to be like? So the comms Marines, at least the radio operators I knew, they're in communication or whatever, they pretty much liked it. I never heard a communications Marine say they didn't like their job. So, Trell, great. What was the most memorable moment for you in the Marine Corps? Like something you did with your boys or something you will never forget? I'll say this. I had a lot of good times at this college called ECU. A lot of memorable moments. Very, very fun nights. Those were some really memorable moments. Probably one of my most memorable moments happened there. It was just wild night. Can you tell me a little bit about a small arms tech? Small arms tech. So what? What's that? Freaking like an armorer or armorer? You're gonna be working in the armory. Freaking small arms tech. So basically, what you're gonna be just by the name, it just sounds like you're going to be learning about how to fix weapons and just the ins and outs of the weapons. Is sniper selection hard? Yeah, it's one of the hardest schools in the military, actually. What is a mule deployment? A mule deployment? Never heard of that. Do infantry tactics work in COD? To an extent, yeah. Actually, if you play with some infantry Marines and y'all really go with certain rules, absolutely, yeah. I promise you, you'll notice a difference if people really try to implement stuff. Yeah, you will notice it. What you score on your ASVAB? I got a 69 and I got a 110 GT score. What if we get into a fight with another recruit in boot camp? Do they let us box it out? Yeah, I mean, if it's at night, they really don't care. They're not, just don't get caught. You know what I'm saying? And also, if they know that some of y'all have beef with each other, they're gonna let you box it out whenever it's time to fight and stuff like that. And did you take it in high school? What did TCN? I don't know what you asked. What does the tattoo mean? That the one you got with your boys? It just means past, present, and future. Is being religious a bad thing in the Marine Corps? I'm a Christian. No, absolutely not. Is it true that you always get a different duty assignment than what you request? A former Marine advised me to request 29 palms, and you have a better chance of getting Pendleton. So, yeah, sure, you get a request, but like I said, the Marine Corps is ultimately going to decide where you go. You know what I'm saying? I did not. I don't even think I had Camp Lejeune on my wish list, but look where I got stationed. So I signed up for '03. I'm shipping out in May. Could you give me a couple words of advice on how do I stay out of trouble in the fleet? Just hang around the right people. You know what I'm saying? Like, just obviously don't get too fucked up. Like, don't be drinking and driving. Don't get into drugs and stuff like that. And just do what you're supposed to do and just be good at your job. And any advice, I would just say really retain the knowledge you learn when you get to IMC. That's what they're calling it now. That's about it. And just really just learn from your seniors and really try to excel in your MOS. I'm getting out of the Marines in June. How much better is it on the outside? I'm not going to lie. The very beginning is very rough because you're so used to a schedule and stuff like that. It's kind of hard. You're like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, I got so much freedom. But after that, like, once you kind of recuperate and get your mental back, then it'll be good. And I'll be talking about that when I hit my year mark. So, of being out. That is a beautiful ASVAB score. Yes, it is. Thank you. If you go into sniper school while in the USMC, are you required to extend your contract? Not required to. Well, you might be. Depends how much time you got left. But if you want to become a sniper and you don't have enough time on contract, then yeah, you would have to. We're on Trell Station in Pensacola. That's also another good base. Right now, headed to my C school in a week and pick up Lance. May 1st, just want to say that your videos really taught me a lot about the Marine Corps. Glad to be a help and congratulations, man. Did you take your ASVAB in high school? Yes, I did take my ASVAB in high school. It wasn't like at high school, but I was in high school when I took it. Can I do college and be on reserves right out of high school? Yes, can, absolutely. Did you know anyone that was 0231 if they did what was like, what's an 0231? I don't know what that is. Yo, are they doing rifle qualification with ACOGs now in boot camp? Yes. Hey man, glad to see you do these. My question regards pensions. If you change jobs 10 years in, do you have to work another 20 in the new job to get the pension? No. If it's a government job, your time transfers over. And also your retirement fund can be rolled into a 401k. Can a 5'6", 130-pound guy make it in the infantry unit? Yeah, I was 5'7" and 145 pounds when I first joined. What's the main reason people drop out of boot camp, Paris Island? They mentally give up. That's literally the only reason. They just mentally give up. Do any Marines get an MOS on aircraft carriers? Yes. On aircraft carriers? No. I don't know of any Marines that are just like stationed on an aircraft carrier. But there's MEUs. A MEU is just deploying pretty much on aircraft carriers or, with the Navy. So, is infantry worth it and think we'll go to war with Russia? I do not think we'll go to war with Russia, but I also don't freaking know. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Would I say the infantry is worth it? It just all depends on your reasons for joining. Honestly, I can't say if it's worth it or not. It's just, what do you want out of the infantry? Do you only get a limited amount of water in boot camp, or can you always request it? No, you can drink water all day. You're always going to have water on you 24/7. So it's just the fact that, do you want to keep drinking water all day because you're going to have to pee, and you do have to ask to use the restroom. Like, there's a certain phrase you got to say before that you go. So if you don't get it right, then you have the chance of peeing on yourself, and I've seen guys do it. My recruiter said he might select me for the Recruiter's Assistance Program when I finish boot camp and come back home. Did your recruiter do this, or is it new? I tried to do RA, but I was in infantry, and they said, fuck you, no, you're not going. So, as long as you're not an infantryman, you'll probably be able to go. Even in the infantry, they might, but my unit was just like, fuck you, no, you're not going. Does every MRE taste bad? No. Is the ASVAB hard? If you're not a good test taker, then yes. If you're in high school, probably not, just because a lot of things will be fresh on your mind. If you've been out of high school or college for a while, probably a little bit, I would recommend studying, but I recommend studying for every single body. So it just all depends how you are with taking tests. Hey, Trell, I got another idea for you. You should do rank structure and list it in separate video, officer rank structure. Yep, that's actually on the wall. Thank you. So it's a very good idea. I was thinking the same thing. Where do we go after deployment? Do we just go back to the barracks where we were stationed at? Yep, absolutely. Is there extra time in infantry to get fit for recon / martial art? Yes. Leave for basic in a few months and want to eventually try out for it, not at all physical level required. Yeah, you can freaking go to the gym every day after work. That's what we do. Well, that's what we did. Also, what's the difference of how Paris Island boot camp is now from when you were there? There's a lot more females. There's integrated platoons. Drill instructors can't really put their hands on you. It's a softer Marine Corps. 0231 is intelligence specialist. Oh, that's a great MOS, and you can transfer that outside the Marine Corps. You'll love that. My son took the ASVAB and he scored really well and made him retake it. That seems crazy. He might have to retake it for a better score based on the job that he wanted. Do you have a AR-15? No, I do not. I really want one really bad. I've been looking at one, thinking about buying it. I just don't feel like dropping the money for it, but I might go ahead and do it. Signed an infantry contract and I suck at running. Good luck, but I'm going to start running. Joining the reserves, shipping out in July. Heard a lot of stuff about the reserves, like active duty, talking down on reservists. Any thought? Yeah, they are going to do that just because you're going to be a weekend Marine. You're not an everyday Marine, per se. But ultimately, do they really care? No. We're just going to talk shit. What score do you need on the ASVAB to get into infantry? Literally the passing bare minimum score. Literally. What tips can you give to keep mentally strong and push yourself through rucks? Man, y'all are just giving out all my video ideas, but that's a video idea. Really, it's just, don't look down, keep your head up, keep your feet moving, and just talk to the person next to you. Freaking chew on some gummy bears, freaking sing a song in your head. But talking was just what we did. We would just talk about movies or just random shit and just get your mind off of hiking. Are most units strict about underage drinking? Mine wasn't. Actually, my second command was kind of gay about it. But freaking my first command didn't give a fuck. As long as you didn't drink and drive or you weren't being an asshole, then they really didn't care. But if you are underage, you just can't have it in your refrigerator during room inspections. So just don't get caught with it. But yeah, they really don't care if you're drunk. Is the reason of shooting guns and blowing up things a good reason for joining the infantry? And would it be a good job to be a firefighter after the Marine infantry? Yeah. Absolutely. If you want to go shoot guns and blow up shit for a job, absolutely join the infantry. And yeah, it would look good on your resume and things like that, and qualifications to be a firefighter. What happens at pulley functions? I have one tomorrow morning. My pulley functions, I went to a legit pulley function when they brought drill instructors in. I mean, it was pretty fun, but it was like, fuck. Damn, this is what drill instructors going to be like. Other pulley functions we'd have were on Saturdays, we would play a sport after a hard PT or something like that, and we would just, chill and have fun type thing. If I wanted one MOS for one part, can I switch to another MOS halfway through my time there? No. It's very, very unlikely. Do other females in the Corps get along with each other, or they're problem prone? I mean, they're females. Well, females tend to argue a lot, and they do. Trust me. Did you know anyone from Parachute Qualified Reconnaissance? If so, how was it? No, I didn't, but that sounds like a dope-ass MOS. What's your COD name or gamer tag? So, on freaking PlayStation, my PlayStation name, I'm pretty sure is Trell _ the Great. And I think my COD name, I don't know the freaking whole thing. It's YT, Trell the Great, something. I don't know. Let me see. I'll try to give it to you at the end of the live. Just remind me. I'm switching my contract from reserve to active. There's a mental barrier that I won't be the best and won't be surrounded by the best if I went to war. Would rather be a professional. I mean, reservists still train. They're just not everyday Marines. They don't get just everyday training. I wouldn't say they're less professional. You know what I'm saying? They're still Marines and they still have to hold up to a standard, so. Is room inspections done randomly? No, they're usually mine was done every Friday. Room inspections every Friday morning. Can do a video how to wear camis properly, blousing boots, etc. Tips on making it easier. How to tie your boots. Video really helped me a lot. Can't sleep in about 5 minutes because of that. Can sleep in about 5 minutes extra because of that. Glad to be a help. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that kind of video. How do you feel about the removal? Scout sniper. Now that I have to go recon to be a sniper. Oh, how do I feel about removal of scout sniper? I mean, think about it. A scout sniper, they run in small knit teams anyway, so they might as well be recon. I don't really see a huge problem with that. Heard it's hard to deploy in the reserves. Is that true? Would love to go on at least one deployment. Yeah, so each reserve unit has a specific deployment rotation, so it might be every 5 years, every 6 years, every 10 years. So it just all depends on when your specific reserve unit is slated to deploy next. At Trell, what do you know about security forces? A lot of people love it. The only bad thing is that after the 2 years of doing security forces, that you have to come back and do your regular infantry MOS, and usually a lot of security forces Marines get picked on because they're not as good at the job, because when they're doing security forces, they're not actually doing their, original MOS per se. So when in boot camp do they ask who wants to go recon and why didn't you take the path? We didn't get asked that in boot camp. That's usually like, I think they might have asked an SOI, but I don't even remember them asking that question, to be honest. I'm in the Marine Country Artist, San Francisco. Hey Trell, how's it going, man? Currently at Matt at Camp Geiger. I picked up on Monday for ITB. Congratulations, Camp Geiger. Good old Camp Geiger. Went to SOI there and freaking AMC Advanced Mortars course. Geiger, man. It's literally just a place on the Marine Corps you just go to get fucked up, to be honest, and learn. I have validation in like 3 weeks. Any tips on improving runtime so I can pass? Yeah, you need to run. Run. Honestly, like, run 1 mile one day, run a mile and a half, then run 2, then 2.5, or run a mile at this pace, and then the next day run a mile at that pace, and slowly get faster. Should I go reserves or active? I have an 8-month-old daughter and wife, so what would you recommend? So if you want to be around 24/7, be a pogue. Do not go in the infantry. Also, if it's kind of too much to move your family right away, then just go reserves. You're going to get the medical benefits, but it's not going to be the full medical benefits, but you're still going to get way better medical than you would just in the civilian sector. So that's my advice. I want to be a combat medic, but earning the Marine title sounds sick. Advice. You have to do whatever your heart is telling you to do. You have to do whatever's going to make you happy. If you fail Sky Sniper School, do they give you a open contract, or is that just recon and MARSOC? No, so Scout Sniper School, you have to usually be part of a sniper platoon within your unit. So if you fail, you just train until you can go again. Now that they've changed it, though, I don't know. That's how it was when I was in, though. Can someone help me get a chain? Have you played Arma 3? No, I have not played that game. How can we make more money on deployment? Don't go wild in the countries that you're at spending your money. But if you're anywhere near any kind of hazard zone, like when I was in Libya, you get paid hazard pay. When I was pretty much in Iran, you get paid hazardous pay. But for the most part, just don't spend your money crazy, and you can come back with a nice little chunk. But it depends on what deployment you're on as well. So, is AAV reserves a good MOS? I personally don't like AAV, so my viewpoint on AAV, being an AAV crewman or anything with AAV is really bad. So that's not a question for me. Do you have a video on how to pass MEPS? Yeah, I have, I think 2 or 3 videos on how to pass MEPS. How often should you request leave as a pogue? I mean, I would save my leave days personally, just because I saved my leave days and got the Marine Corps like 2 or 3 months early, because I saved up all my vacation days, and towards the end of your contract, you can either get out the Marine Corps early and just have to come back and get your D214. And that's what I did. I just flew back on my D214, flew back home. Or you can sell your leave days back and just get the money, just get a check for your freaking vacation days. Can you request a new MOS in those 4 years active duty? You can request a new MOS after, but if you don't have the ASVAB score that you need for another MOS, then you have to take it over again. How many times did I get deployed? 2 times. How much money did you typically walk out with after boot camp Paris Island? I think it was a couple thousand, maybe, or just I know it was over 1,000. I'm pretty sure. If not 2,000, but I know it was at least 1,000. Is 0621 really that bad? 0621. What's 0621? Boot camp this 25th, brother. Do you get promoted for being the guide all throughout boot camp? No, you don't get promoted just for being Actually, did our guy get promoted? You might. Dang, it's been so long since I've been to boot camp. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you are the guide, you do get promoted. Also, if you got 2 people to join, and if you're the honor grad, you get promoted. And freaking what else? If you're like Iron Man or some shit like that, if you get any kind of major accomplishment, you probably get promoted. Thoughts on Oki? When I was there, it was trash, but I was there during COVID, so I was kind of biased. Should I join the reserves or active duty? College is my main motivation. Please help, because I don't know what path to choose. So if you don't have the finances to do it, I would say go to reserves. That way you can come back home, and you only have to go, do Marine Corps crap every weekend, or no, 1 weekend out of the month, something like that. And you can still be able to go to college, and then you can actually get tuition assistance and stuff like that. That's my opinion. But if you have the money and the funds and the scholarships, go to college first and then go to the Marine Corps. I'm super broke and 17 years old. Well, military is perfect for you. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to have time to learn how to manage your money. You're going to have stuff like that. 0621 is radio field operator. Oh, yeah, that sucks. Just because they got to carry around a radio and they have to run around with us 24/7. So, were you the guy at boot camp? No, I was not. Honestly, I just did what I had to do at boot camp and got on out of there. Did you get honor grad from boot camp? No, I did not. How old am I? I am 22. Dude, sometimes I legit forget how old I am. Would Marines pay for flight school after the 4 years? I'm not 100% on that. I'm not 100% on that. It's a great question, though. I'm going to actually look into that because I kind of want to know. I'm curious. All right, let me look up my Activision. If I still got a screenshot of it or a picture of it. I do not see it. I don't look like I got it. Oh, yes, I do. Here goes my. Want to add me on Activision. Did you get to do jungle training? Yes, it was actually horrible and fun at the same time. It's weird. I'm going to give y'all my Activision. Hope I don't get hacked or anything. I know there's like some crazy hackers out there. Truly great. Oh, Jesus, I can't read that. Money sign. 331. Fuck. Can't read that. 6531. I think that's what it is. Pretty sure. That's my freaking Activision freaking thing. I'm gonna pin it. Oh. Does infantry do SEER? You have an opportunity to do SEER training. Not everyone's gonna do it. Did you ever get put into any dangerous situations during training? Yes. I mean, you gotta think about it. You're training beside gunfire, explosions, and stuff like that. So yeah, some things can get pretty dangerous. What is the hardest part about boot camp mentally? It's just the fact that they're constantly messing with you. Like, they're just saying things to you, or it's just the part that, especially like, if you quit, like, you can quit at any time that you really want to. If you really want to quit, you can. You know what I'm saying? So it just weighs on you. It's like, fuck, did I make the right decision? Why am I here? That type of thing. Do Marines have less benefits than Army? I would say Marines have less opportunity than the Army does, or any other branch for that matter. Just the fact that Marines are so focused on being the best at their job that they don't really focus on the other aspects, I would say, of people like, outside opportunities. Hey, I recently told my parents I wanted to be in the Marines. They're against it. What should I do to sway them to let me in the Marines? I have a video on that about how I told my parents. But basically, you got to explain to them that this is something you want to do. I would tell them exactly why you want to do it, like how's it going to benefit you, and what's your plan with the Marine Corps. Like, it's going to be a career, or you're going to do it for 4 years, get out, and take your skills that you learn to some other job or some other career. Just really sit down and tell them that it's something you really want to do, and do something. Did I do SEER? No, I wish I could have, though. I heard it's a really dope course, but also really sucks. Yo, Trell, I hope you're not playing that trash Vanguard. I still can't let go of Cold War. Yeah, I think I'm going to go back to playing Cold War. Vanguard is kind of getting a little old. The only thing I play on Vanguard pretty much is zombies. If I'm, like, really, really bored and I just want to, like, freaking fry my brain for, like, an hour or two. So, from 1 to 10, how childish are the females? I would say a 5. But most of the time, I've been playing Apex now, so. In boot camp, how in shape were your fellow recruits compared to you? Some of them were very out of shape, to be honest. I was a pretty in shape person. I played a lot of sports. I was very active. So boot camp wasn't that hard. It wasn't hard for me at all, physically. But you'll be surprised the kind of people that you were in boot camp with. You'd be like, how the fuck did you even pass the initial IST to even be able to come to boot camp. Like the IST at the recruiting station. It's crazy. As a girl, Air Force or Marines, I want to be a Marine because I want to be the best of the best. But long term, people say Air Force. Do you know which has better pay? So everyone gets paid on the same pay scale. It's just the Air Force has a quicker promotion rate. So the Marine Corps, they have a really trash promotion kind of rate to the fact like it's on a score-based system. And I think somebody else has a score-based system. But a lot of the other branches, you can get promoted based off passing tests and other things like that. The Marine Corps, it's like time in your actual rank, time in service, like your pros and cons, freaking your McMap, your extra like classes. There's a lot of things that go into your score. And a lot of people, get promoted faster than some that don't need to be. You know what I'm saying, but every other branch is pretty much like if you pass this test, you get the next rank type thing. So, which I think is actually a pretty good way of doing it. But just graduated from bootcamp today, MCRD San Diego Hotel Company. Congratulations. You got any advice for a skinny guy weighing at 125? You'll be good. Just know you might be a little bit weaker than some just because you have less body weight, but your body weight doesn't really do anything. It doesn't mean anything as far as like if you're going to pass boot camp or not. Yeah, they keep trying to guilt me, asking me what if I die or if they messed up with me as a kid. No, they're going to say this because they're your parents. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to send you off to war possibly, but you just got to really explain to them it's something you want to do. If you get out of boot camp as an E2, do you get more money when you get out of boot camp? It depends. If you come into boot camp as an E2, then yeah, you get paid more money. But if you got promoted like at the end of boot camp, then no, I don't think you shouldn't get more money. But if you were an E2 already coming into boot camp, then yeah, you'll be getting some more money. All right, guys, I'm gonna answer like a couple more questions. How many times have you worn dress blues throughout your 4 years? One time. Literally one time. I kid you not. One freaking time. Hey, Trell, you know anything about LAD gunners? Yeah, that's a dope MOS. They're pretty cool. At Trell, shout out to you, Big Trell, planning on getting an active job in the Army in the near future. I can do it. I want to do it. Being part of a team that values who will keep me strong. Yeah, good luck, man. Honestly, good luck. At Trell Great out here on the civilian life gets tough sometimes. Yeah, it does. I swear it freaking does. Just the mental part weighs on me. I just want you to say the word something. Something. What? Should I tell my recruiter I smoke weed? It just depends. How cool are you with your recruiter? Is your recruiter an asshole or are they a pretty cool girl or guy? Someone said, Trell, did you grow your beard naturally or did you take something? No, I didn't take anything to grow my beard out. It's all natural. What equipment do they let you keep when you leave? Nothing other than your uniforms. Now, if you find extra equipment, you can take it home. But as far as like equipment that you get to take, nothing but your uniforms. In your experience in the military, has your 3 to 4 years flew past fast? In your experience in the military, did it go by fast? The first 2 years did. The last 2 years were so fucking long. All right. After the Crucible, when you have Liberty and you get your phone, what packaging do you send their phone to them? Because I've seen people saying not to send it in the orange package because they'll get shit on. I personally wouldn't even get a phone. I wouldn't worry about a phone after the Crucible. You can go somewhere that has a phone, you know what I'm saying? Or you can use someone else's phone. A lot of people will buy burner phones, or you can use just a local phone. Like they're gonna let you use it, you know what I'm saying? There's actually a phone center that you can go to and you can call, or you can go to like the bank. That's what I did. I went to the bank on Paris Island and called home, and I got my parents to bring my cell phone. That's what I did. What's the first thing you did on your phone after boot camp? I think I went straight on like Instagram or Snapchat, something like that. But guys, thank you for joining the stream. same time, same place next Friday if everything's going well. I'll always let y'all know if I try to let y'all know if I'm not going to do a stream. But yeah, I really appreciate y'all joining. We're closer and closer to 80K. Soon, hopefully it'll be 100K. Feel free to always join the Discord, drop some video ideas, or join the Discord, hang out. Feel free to comment on videos, leave me video suggestions of what y'all want to see. But I really do appreciate y'all. Like, I really do. Really, really do. Angel, you just got here. I've been on for like almost an hour. But yeah, I hope everyone has a safe weekend. I'm actually going to the Memphis game tomorrow, so go Grizz. Hopefully we beat the Timberwolves. It should be a great game. It's going to be fantastic. Playoffs are here. I love basketball. But guys, everyone have a safe weekend. Happy Easter. Everyone be safe. Enjoy y'all's Easter and everything like that, and I will see y'all next Friday. But until next time, guys, alrighty.